Hello, good evening. Welcome to Good Night Meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme Observe to Serve. Observe. There is so much power in observing. It's like the state of mind which is beyond thinking. So, mind that is busy in thinking, it just gets trapped sometimes in those thoughts. But to observe is to just pay attention to the invisible energy that is driving this physical dimension. To observe is to just pay attention to the eternal. To observe is to pay attention to the real. To observe is to pay attention to the truth. To observe is to pay attention to what is necessary for I, the spiritual being. And the moment I observe, and all it takes is just a mindful attention to, even if there is the thinking self, which is thinking about the drama, the role, the story, but to just be aware of this eternal reality, to observe it. And the moment I observe it, I begin to experience my natural nature. And the natural nature of every soul is to serve unconditionally. Just like trees, when we look at trees, their life is a life of service. Everything that a tree does is so incognito, but a tree is designed to serve. Earth is serving us. All the elements of the nature are serving the soul. And so the real nature of every entity is to serve. The sun is serving us. And so the moment we, the spiritual beings, we become aware or we get tuned with our natural nature, then the divine energy flows through the soul into the physical world. And that energy has just one purpose: to serve. To serve is to awaken souls to their truth. To serve is to heal, is to let go of or to erase the vibrations of darkness, is to illuminate the minds and hearts of everyone with the light of truth. And so the more I take this time out at the end of the day to just observe, to go beyond the thoughts of the story as we have ended or we are ready to unwind and end the day, to just observe, get in touch with my truth, and then to just naturally experience the flow of energy from the divine through the soul into the world. So let us take a few moments as we sit quietly comfortably. It is take our attention from the world of the story to the world of reality. I've played my part in the story. And now is the time to just be myself, the self that is beyond the limitations of the story. The story is limited by time. The story is limited by space. The story is limited by the roads. Let us take this opportunity to go beyond. As we observe the dimension beyond, beyond the clouds of the thoughts of the story, lies the sky of the truth, the sky that holds the invisible energy, the universe of the soul. That's where truth lies. I gently shift my attention to this unlimited sky, above, beyond. As I observe these little tiny stars, beings of absolute truth. These beings are made up of complete purity. They only know the language of love and respect. These beings have a whole world inside of them. These beings are loved unconditionally, eternally by the divine. Theirs is a family of love. All the little stars shine with the light of truth. These beings are completely innocent. They don't know how to create attachments in the story. They are fully awake and wise. They stay in the clarity naturally. They stay with the divine naturally. They experience the presence of the divine naturally. The divine, the being, who is completely filled with truth. The divine who completely loves. The divine who just observes the beauty in the soul, nothing else. In the presence of the divine. The spiritual beings are getting closer and closer to their eternal self. Observing this beautiful reality allows me to feel being a part of this beautiful experience. As I see myself in this image, soaking in the divine love, the divine powers. I radiate God's light, God's love, God's might. And God uses my mind to serve. God uses my mind to radiate light in the world. This light of truth that awakens all the souls. from the sleep of ignorance. All the souls are coming back to life. All the souls realize their truth. The whole world is surrounded, is enveloped in this light of God. This light heals, this light nurtures and allows for the real, the true to emerge. I just hold on to this experience of being a conduit of the divine energy of God into the world. And now slowly, as I come back, into the world of action, the stage, I become aware of the story. I carry this light of the divine with me. Om Shanti. Shanti, thank you for joining.